There was no delay on that. The delay don't come until it goes to YouTube, right? Right, babe? So what she's doing is she's going to monitor it on another computer.
Where'd you guys ride to?
Okay, there we are.
Are we live?
We are live.
Are we live on YouTube?
We are live on YouTube.
We're live on YouTube.
Let's do it.
Don't listen to this.
So what she's doing is she's going to monitor it on
Get talk, babe. You guys are on.
So we're on. We're live. This is Saturday night comedy hour. Nah, but this is Saturday Night Live with Wack and Mitch. Hard Intentions YouTube channel. It's just something new. We're trying to, see if it works out. We do it once in a while. How you doing there, Wack?
I'm good. How about you, Mitch?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
We got Australia on, Roger Williams, Brandon Allen, Irish Native,
All right.
Mesh, Skeeter, Tadpole, Canada's. Oh, hey, Mitch.
Cool. We got a bunch of people on. That's good. You guys got any questions? Adrian will read them off to us. This is a new deal, so.
I just have thoughts on the Jews. You've heard it all.
Thoughts on the Jews?
Brandon says, "What's up, Wack?" SC said, "What up? I was just watching. You stabbed him in the neck, part 1." Our moderator, Jason's on. Thank goodness. What's
Hey
good,
down,
my
Jason.
people?
What's up?
Ashley Patlins, SNL Live. What's up, Mitch? Greetings from Montana. Saturday Night Smackdown.
Montana.
What's
Yeah.
up, brother? Here from 619 Lakeside. I ordered 2 masks from you guys last night.
Oh, yeah, we sent them out.
Yeah.
I think.
Okay, so you guys
Lakeside once already.
This is our first time doing it. So do you guys got any questions you want to ask?
Or you just want to hear our thoughts on some stuff that we saw recently about a little informant stuff on the Tough Guy channels.
Oh, you talking about the mainline level 5 killers?
Yeah, mainline killers with the YouTube channels. Yeah.
Live from Elk Grove. I didn't know you were in Elk Grove, Irish Native. That's awesome.
Oh, wow.
Buxton,
Elk
Maine.
Grove's right down the way.
Miller, I want to hear Merle Haggard. They want to hear you guys sing Merle Haggard together.
Merle Haggard, man, I can't sing worth a shit.
Yeah, I can't carry a tune.
Haggard, Wack. I turned 21 in prison doing live without parole. 21. Yeah, Merle was cool.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
no one could save me, right?
So
My
Irish
mama
Native
tried.
916 wanted to know if you guys did time together. So for those that haven't watched your guys' story, you might want to talk about.
Yeah, we never did time in the same pen unless we might have been in Lancaster around the same time. I don't know. What year did you get to Lancaster, Wack?
I got there at the end of 01 and then left.
Yeah, so you were there. You were there when I was there, but you were in a different yard.
Yeah, I hit. They threw me on A yard for a week to go to orientation, but as soon as I got to UCC, they shot me to D yard, the SAP program.
Yeah, and I was on A yard at the time. So no, we met on Instagram, chatted for a while, then decided to interview him. Seemed like a real dude, which is hard to find on any area of the world out here.
Sorry to interrupt. South LA 213 said, "What's cracking, Wack?"
What's crack-a-lackin'? South 213
you
always
already
makes
know.
comments. Yeah, he watches. That's good stuff, man. Thanks for continuing to watch, bro. South 213, they used to call South Central. Now I guess they just call it South LA. That's where I was living when I got out of prison for about 7 months. I lived on 54th in Vermont. You ever been to that area, Wack?
No, I've been over there
through LA
towards
much?
Inglewood.
Oh, I've been over there.
Crazy story is my uncle was a cop in Inglewood for a long ass time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he got out of the Air Force and then worked in Inglewood as a cop for a long time, man, until he moved back to he ended up retiring and moved back to Texas.
I have a question. Sorry. I don't remember you guys.
Yeah, so
Rock Fraud said, "Hey, Wack, if you ever had to go back, would you run Crip or Wood this time around?"
Yeah, dude, once you hear that question, Wack.
Oh, hey, look, check it out, right? So I'm 41 years old. I'm not in these streets like that no more, but I don't I'd never switch up on my, switch up what I am.
Yeah.
My tail, I never check in. You know, I just wasn't raised like this, man.
Yeah, I don't see you going back to prison anytime soon. You know, you got a wife and kids and you know, family, and prison thing's kind of behind both of us now. You know.
Yeah.
You know, you did a pretty good little issue. So, hey, man, has anybody seen what's that guy? 1090. What's 1090 mean? That's what I want to know. We're going to talk about this. It's funny. She gave me a dirty look. Guy's name is Jake. What's 1090 mean?
I don't know. Is that like a penal code or something?
Is that like penal code, like, you know, jaywalking or some shit?
So I got a question for Wack.
Okay, question for Wack.
Hey Wack, this is from Thomas McMaster. Hey Wack, did a lot of the homies look down on you for being white? Did you have to put in more work?
I wouldn't say they looked down on me, but a lot of times, a lot of dudes probably were skeptical at the beginning, and so, like I said, a lot of my fights one-on-one in prison.
1090 fake Jake. 1090 is a lady.
Yeah, didn't you tell me one time out, one of your homies said, man, that you don't got to go do all the work just because you're white?
Yeah. Actually,
yeah.
You know, it was, you know, I kind of felt like it was my duty to always raise my hand until the homie pulled me aside, and he was a lifer. He had all day. He was like, man, Wack, sit down, homie. You ain't got to answer the bell every time it rings. Let these other dudes do
1090 means set tripping. That's what they said. 1090 means set tripping.
Hey, do you hear that? 1090 means set tripping, evidently.
Oh, well, in what language?
Yeah, what language? I guess that's Florida jaywalker, you know, car burglar type shit. I heard he's a car burglar, but now we know he's also an informant. So, you know.
Damn.
I guess some poor guy got sent to jail down there and got set up by Frog and the Jake. You know, I heard him talking with some PC, man, about, man, I don't know why they're tripping out there in California and guys like me and all this stuff. And I was like, dude, that guy wouldn't have lasted 5 seconds out here, man. Probably still wouldn't.
Hey, you know what's the trip about that whole situation is they talk about now it's allowed, like where it's hands off.
Gordy,
but it ain't hands off because white boys don't want no problem. It's hands off because they got word from the big dogs. They're trying to stay on that main
thoughts on
line.
Nipsey Hussle and his untimely death.
Yeah.
Loved his music and his character. 1090 means set tripping, by the way.
Yeah. What was that? Nipsey Hussle?
Yeah.
You know Nipsey Hussle?
I know who that is.
Yeah, that's the homie. He got killed, man. He was from LA. He was a rapper. He got killed last year and shit. So salute to Nipsey Hussle, man.
Okay. Yeah, some guy was asking about that.
Slick Ruler said the person you're talking about is not worth speaking about.
Okay, yeah. Slick Ruler said.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of. I just thought it was funny, you know. We got a quick glimpse of little videos last night.
It was
very hilarious.
You were watching Big Sid.
Yeah, we watched Big Sid too. He's a comedian. He's funny. Yeah.
Okay, so Tadpole has a question. He says, I have a question. Favorite food inside and favorite meal outside to both of you?
Oh, favorite food? Well, inside for me, you know, once they took away access to the kitchen food, I like making nachos, but I don't just use nachos. I used to use that chopped up carnitas meat we used to get in the package with Velveeta and salsita chips, and I used to layer the guacamole chips with the salsita chips with cheese and meat and onions and all that shit. That was one of my. What about you, man?
Nah, nachos were hella good. I used to make them all the damn time. And burritos, you know what I mean? Like I don't do seafood, bro. I don't eat seafood at all. So I never did like the sardines or the mussels or the clams.
A lot of them black dudes like the seafood shit. They be deep frying mackerel and all that shit.
I don't eat that shit, bro. I'm good. I don't eat the homies.
What about Wack? What's his?
Yeah, burritos and stuff, you know. Yeah, you know, I make burritos all the time though, you know, but that's just like special packaged meals, nachos, man. I'd order all the stuff to make nachos, and I get that Velveeta cheese with Mexican Velveeta cheese.
Man.
Yeah, it's a bomb ass shit, huh?
Live action.
Yeah,
that's live action right there.
Yeah. Out here, I don't know, my favorite food out here, what is probably steak, man. I like to eat a good steak.
Iseki Bulaboo said, you know, I'm not saying these names anymore because I'm going to end up saying something stupid.
Yeah.
His favorite meal after doing 10 years is Kentucky Fried Chicken, and here in Sydney is kebab with garlic sauce.
Yeah, I'm cool with Kentucky Fried Chicken. You eat that shit, Wack?
Yeah, KFC is cool. KFC, I like, you know what, I like Church's better, though.
Yeah.
I like Church's chicken.
Yeah, I had Church's chicken. There was one right down the street from us in LA, man. It was pretty good. I had Kentucky Fried Chicken up here, man. It was all salty, man.
It's hella salty.
Yeah, it was hella salty.
Jack A said, man, my dad used to eat them sardines.
Yeah, sardines. I like sardines myself. You know,
gotta have your whole fucking cell smelling like fucking fish.
Yeah. You know what? After you throw a few cans in the trash and let them sit around, you quit smelling them. Yeah. You know, I used to get a lot of dried fish in Lancaster because we go on 4, 5, 6 month lockdown. So I get 2 or 3 extra packages full of dried fish, beans, rice. Is that right?
Yeah.
You really that stuff for the kids.
Yeah, we'll leave that shit for the kids. They said we got to leave that shit for the kids, Wack. Yeah.
We got to do what?
We got to leave the kids shit for the kids shit.
Yeah, you know what? Hey,
Kiev said, I think this is for Wack. I live in New Zealand and wonder what the reputation of the Samoans and Islanders in Cali do. Do they run by themselves or can they go Crip, Blood, Southside, etc. for both of you? So
look, my neighborhood has a lot of Samoans from it. And a lot of them run Samoan.
Yeah.
But then there's some that run with the homies, you know what I mean? So it's kind of up to them what they want to do.
Yeah.
But you know, it's their personal choice, you know what I mean? But,
yeah, we were talking earlier about that dude I knew.
Yeah.
Life Without Rock.
Yeah,
he was a sad. He was
Samoan, Crip and Bloods.
He was a Samoan man. He was all down with Samoan pride, and he was like, man, you guys are Samoan and all that, man. And they finally, man, they were like Samoan Crips and stuff. They jumped on him. And he touched up about 7 of them at one shot.
Hey, Jason M, thank you for the $10 super chat. Awesome. Thank you so much.
Wow. Thank you, man. I didn't know someone could donate during that.
That's Jason M. It's the same thing as
Thank you very much.
Awesome, guys. Thank you
so much. Yeah, Rock
much.
was a tough guy, man. He was down with being Samoan. He didn't like all that guys, trading up stuff,
Ooh, Lady P said, I'll take a ramen burrito over sardines.
Ramen burrito?
What is that?
That's a ramen burrito. You ever eat ramen burritos, Wack?
But man, it gotta have chili beans or something in it.
Yeah.
I'm not just
plenty of times
I'm not eating just no top ramen in there. I gotta have some chili beans, some chips in it, maybe some crackers and some sausage or something, summer sausage in it.
No butt naked soups.
No,
that's lockdown shit right there, man.
That's the end of the bag, man. That's when you reach the
Lord said Sons of Samoa, Crips and Bloods.
Yeah. Sons of Samoa.
Colin PBC74 said, you guys can tell these guys are becoming legitimate friends. It's really good stuff.
Yeah.
Check it out, audience, man. Hey, I fuck with this dude Mitch a long way, man. That dude is a straight up respectable.
Oh, wow. Randall, $2 donation. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Randall.
He said, give a roll tide, Uncle Mitch, repping South Alabama.
Alabama, roll tide.
So just call him where we were.
That's right. Stay down. Thank you. Yeah, Wack and I talk pretty much every day, at least once a day. We get a little chat, a little check-in.
Hell yeah.
We have 125 people watching right now.
All right, Wack, we got 125 folks watching us tonight.
You guys, hit that like button.
Yeah, that's cool.
Smash that like button.
Lady P said Cheetos and ramens crushed together, rolled up, LOL.
That's a wet burrito right there.
Slick Ruler just donated $50 via super chat.
Wow. Thanks, Slick Ruler.
Thanks, Slick Ruler.
Yeah.
You're awesome. Thank
I got
you
Slick's
so much.
painting done too. Yeah.
Sweet Crazy said, hi guys. Joseph G said, what did you, cuz? Lady P said, Cheetos and ramens crushed together, rolled up.
Yeah, that's a wet burrito, right? You ever eat a wet burrito, Wack?
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. That's, man, you can tell how big I am. I don't turn down too much food, brother.
Yeah, tell them what a wet burrito is.
Well, hey, I'll tell you, there's a street version and a penitentiary version.
Penitentiary version.
Of a wet burrito?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's like, that's you get your little chili soups, get you a little bit of, get you some onions and some tomatoes from the kitchen, maybe some jalapenos, slap a little bit of cheese, a cheese squeeze on there. I can't find a cheese squeeze on the street for nothing in the world either. And, yeah, you get some enchilada sauce, you in the game.
Yeah, well, guys I seen making wet burritos, they throw a tortilla inside a potato chip bag and throw all that crap in there and then roll it up, you know, like that's how they roll the burrito.
I never did that shit, man. I've seen it.
Either.
I've never did that shit.
Yeah, and they're wet. Yeah, that's a wet burrito in there.
Dad wants to know, yo, Wack, do you know about my crazy life 1992 documentary about Samoan gangs in Long Beach?
I've seen it.
He's seen it.
I've seen it. It's on YouTube.
What do you think about it?
Hey, them Samoans ain't playing no games.
Yeah.
And you know, in the 90s, man, in the 80s and 90s, man, that's when gangbanging was real.
He wants to know how old Wack is.
Hey, Wack, our friend old school wants to know how old you are.
41.
41, yeah. He's a youngster. Yeah. Hey, you know, like when I was in the pen, like in the 80s, man, I had for a while, I had a driving partner that was Hawaiian. I had a driving partner that was Samoan. And then we'd drive iron and smoke weed after we drove iron. And Joe was a Hawaiian dude. He always told Freddie, yeah, we got Samoans over there in Hawaii. He goes, they're the only ones dumb enough to climb them palm trees and get them coconuts. You know, he used to clown him all the time, dude.
Man.
Yeah. Cool.
Armand has a question for you guys.
We got a question.
It's from Jason, Armand.
All right.
He said, hey, Mitch, would you and Wack be able to chop it up and be friends in prison? If not, how do you feel about not being able to be friends with dudes you honestly like in prison?
You know, like if Wack and I worked in the same area, like the kitchen or behind the wall and shit, man, we'd seen each other develop, you know, because I wouldn't just meet him on the yard and get to know him. I'd have to be around him somewhere in the prison, like at work and shit, right? I could chop it up with him, you know? I mean, that's, yeah. I mean, you know, what's somebody going to say? I talk to people all the time other people didn't like.
And see, that's the thing.
239, thank you for the donation so much. $10.
Who?
Super chat. Kip 239.
Oh, wow, thanks, Kip.
And see, that's
right,
the thing, Mitch, is like, that's the thing about us, bro. It's like, I didn't give a fuck. I'm gonna talk to whoever I want to talk to. You know what I mean? I mean, it's
Did
not
you
like
tell me the skinheads used to talk to you at work and shit behind the wall?
Yeah, hell yeah. And look, hey, this is the thing. You know, it's not like me and Mitch would be walking the yard holding hands, but I mean, hey, if I seen Mitch and me and him work behind the wall and we became cool like we are now, I'd be like, what's up, Mitch? You know what I mean? On the yard.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not gonna hang out just because of the politics. You can't, there's shit you can't do.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that I wouldn't acknowledge him or whatever the case may be. It's just we're lucky that we met out here. We're both fucking, you know what I mean, we're both on the upswing.
It's a common respect thing in there, right?
You know what I mean?
I mean, even
You
guys,
can't sit up there and hate everybody, even though I was the most hated motherfucker on the yard, but I wasn't walking around not talking to nobody because, you know what I mean? Because all the hate, fuck that. You know what I mean? If you want it, come get it.
If I seen you on the yard, I'd probably make you know, clown you like, hey man, you still here, huh? You know, shit like that.
You know?
But, you know, I'm just joking and shit, right?
Hell yeah.
Sorry. We just got a $10 super chat from Vance Chino. He said, love the channel, Mitch, my favorite channel.
Wow, thank you very much for the donation. Right. We're glad you like the channel. Oh, hey, I want to throw this out there. What do you people think, man, about Wack starting a channel, getting some of his OG buddies on there? He's curious. People are telling me how to start a channel, so any comments, we'll pass them on, you know? Yeah. Can you see the comments there, Wack?
No, I'm not even.
McMaster said to Wack, where have you been at? It's been a minute. It's been a minute since I've seen you. And that's Travis Martinez. That's to Wack.
You know him, Wack?
Oh,
Travis
that's
Martinez.
Hey, that's my homeboy KO. What's up, KO?
He said, where you been at?
Man, tell him the road is long and lonely, baby.
Yeah, been driving truck and living, man.
Tell him I said,
Chase Money says, Josh and Ash says, crank it up, Wack. Chase Money said, Wack, make a channel. Yeah, everyone's saying start it up.
You hear that, Wack?
Man.
They're saying do it.
Slick Ruler said I'd subscribe to his channel, and that's saying a lot.
Yeah, he said he'd subscribe. Old Slick Ruler, man.
Right.
The bottom line is, if you're a real dude, man, people recognize that shit, you know?
Yeah, but you know, I you know me, man, I don't want to do the back and forth with these fucking lames, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you know, but the thing is, lames don't watch his channel, you know?
Yeah, that's
people watch my channel, or seem to be so far. I mean, I've found that most of these people are real and straight up and sincere people, you know?
Yeah. You know, hey, brother, I can't believe
said, I'm a Sereno and I was a lifer, but I even played chess with blacks and whites. They were the only ones with the brain to play chess.
What was that again, babe?
I'm a Sereno and I was a lifer. This is Bash Chef Patland. I'm a Sereno and I was a lifer, but I even played chess with blacks and whites.
Yeah.
They were the only ones with a brain to play chess.
You hear that, Wack?
Yeah.
And if he was a lifer Sereno, I'd like to interview him too. I don't know if he wants to, but yeah, he said he played chess with whites and blacks, the only guys that had a brain deal with a chess game.
Man.
Yeah.
Irish Native said, hell no, there's no lames here. No lames on your channel.
No lames on our channel.
Slick Roller said, don't feed them lames, they'll burn out.
Yeah.
Real recognizes real. Absolutely, real recognizes real. Be yourself, keep it positive and truthful as possible.
That's right. Hey, Wack, you ever been in a hole where they have bars and dudes be reaching out the bars playing cards and shit, or guys are next door to each other yelling out numbers playing chess?
No, I haven't been to no old school pins with the bars on them, but I remember being in the hole where motherfuckers would play chess with each other from like down the tier, and they'd be yelling out numbers.
Yeah. They yell out the square and the move, you know, they want to make by numbers. You know, I always respected them dudes, because you got to keep track of everything that the guy's doing, you know, halfway down the tier just by numbers, yelling out numbers out the door. You know, I thought that shit was pretty cool.
And some of them games
just donated $10.
Wow. Thanks, George.
Super chat. Thank you. Hey, George, I think you're the one that just ordered from us on Etsy the other day, I think. Pretty sure.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I think so.
Got it right here.
We sold quite a few masks. We got an Etsy channel too.
It is, George.
Yeah, stay down. Thanks. Yeah.
And George, we have the hammer shirt is on our website. It's not on Etsy, but it's on our website.
Yeah. So we got about another week to go on the Living Dead Girl pre-orders too. Yeah.
I got a question for Wack.
We got a question for you, Wack.
South LA 213 said, question for Wack. Did you read the autobiography of Monster Cody?
Oh yeah, that's Monster Cody's book, man. That's the original gangbanging book. I told Mitch about it. Remember, Mitch, I was telling you about the book, Monster Cody? Yeah, that's You gotta get a chance to read it, man. It was a good book, man. He wrote it in like the early '90s, man. He's been in and out. He goes straight to the shoe. He's they got him validated and shit. So every time he goes back to the pen, he goes straight to Pelican Bay.
Yeah.
There he goes.
All right. So he's a gang member.
Yeah,
or at least they say he is.
8 trade gangsters, and then I don't know what he is in the pen. You know, we don't over here on this channel, we don't speak on shit that we ain't a part of. You know what I mean? Yeah,
I know. Yeah, man. It's hot as hell over here, man. How is it out there where you're at?
It's kind of overcast, but you can tell the little the heat's starting to coming around. You know what I mean? Which is a good thing. Hopefully that shit knocks the virus back a little bit, man.
Well, actually, I got some numbers I want to put out there. Right? You got the numbers, babe?
Number for what?
Like yesterday, it was 1 something. Now it's 1,600 or something.
What are you talking about?
On the virus thing.
Oh, it's going up.
Yeah, because see, now it's warming up and people are traveling. In California, they had like 150 something new cases yesterday, and today they got like 1,600 new cases.
Yeah,
and travel.
Hey, they're fucking dumb for opening shit up early, man. That shit's gonna fuck us up, bro.
Yeah, I'm staying home, man. I'm gonna go down. If I go down the river, I'm gonna go on the other side of the river on the other side of the park. You know, my boss has a spot on the other side of the river. I can drive over there and park, and then it's kind of the other general public can't get over there. You know.
Yeah.
Fishing and jumping the river. You know what I mean? We get that snow melt up here.
Just a question for the viewers right here. How many people want to see Big Mitch write a book about his 38 years, though?
Me write a book? Man, I don't know how I would do it, you know?
Adrian, tell me the responses on that, because I know Mitch ain't going to tell me because he don't want to write a book.
Said tell him the responses on that. He's saying I should write a book or some shit.
Smiley, who's your favorite punk band? Mine would be Cockspur.
I love Cockspur. Riot Squad, right? Yeah.
Dirty.
Yeah. Cockspur. Yeah. I like Cockspur. I like GBH. I like Bad Religion a lot. That was one of my favorites.
Ask Wack what kind of punk rock he likes.
Hey, Wack, what kind of punk rock bands you like?
Man, I'm going to have to hang my head on that one, man. Hey,
yeah.
I do fuck with, I don't know what genre it is, but I used to fuck with Stained, Aaron Lewis, and the Stained. I don't know what is Stained. Was that like what kind of
Stained? That's just kind of like popular rock, I guess.
Yeah, see.
You know?
So Josh and Ash said, please give Little Max. Little Max, give him a shout out.
Little Max. Is that the youngster? Mm-hmm. What's up, Little Max? How you doing, brother? Hey, Wack.
Hey.
Say hi to Little Max. What's up, Little Max?
What's up, Little Max?
Yeah. That's right. Max is 4, right? Huh?
I think so. Everyone said write a book. Write a book. Yes, write a book. Write a book.
Write a book.
Someone said you should write a comic book. That's the damn truth.
Yeah, was it what do they call it? A tragic comedy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Prison's a tragic comedy, man.
They want to know from Wack what was his favorite 90s rap.
What's your favorite 90s rap?
Favorite 90s rap.
West Coast Gangster shit, Ice Cube, motherfucking Compton's Most Wanted, MCA.
His name is Max.
All that shit.
It's Little Max.
Yeah, Little Max.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
He's watching right now, so say hi again.
Yeah. What's up, Little Max? How you doing, brother? Hope it's not too hot for you. If it is, get out and play in a sprinkler. Yeah.
You know what? He might want to throw his Instagram up to tell what. And we'll put it on the description after we're done.
Yeah.
But he might want to throw out his.
We're gonna put Wack's Instagram up on the credits and stuff. But say you want to say what your Instagram or any of that stuff is, Facebook. Yeah.
I got an Instagram. It's Against the Grain, and that's the title of my book. Is gonna be Against the Grain. So.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, I thought it was you had one like Deuce or something.
Well, it was, but I changed it because I didn't want to confuse people and shit. I really don't be doing a social media like that, man. But
yeah.
I figure I'm gonna do this book and shit, so I might as well get it out there. But yeah.
All right. Oh yeah, okay. Against the Grain, that's your Instagram.
Yeah.
All right, cool. And by the way, I went for a nice motorcycle ride today. I did a live stream on my ride, but came out all right. That's on my Facebook. I just put the phone in the pocket, you know. But yeah, we had a nice ride, man. Yeah, a lot of bikes out today.
Yeah.
It's gonna get a Harley.
Hey, you know what it is? It is W.Deuce, D-U-C-E. My bad on the Instagram. W.DUCE.
All right, that's your Instagram.
Yeah.
Cool. Hey, you gonna get a motorcycle, Wack?
Yeah, I'm gonna. I don't know, man. I don't know. I can fucking. I think lately I can barely drive. So, no, I don't know. I'm gonna check it out. My Samoan homeboy that lives in Sacramento, he just got one. He got him a Harley, and that's all he fucking posts about now. Is fucking being on his Harley, just auto therapy.
Yeah. Look at that, Little Max. Chewy says hi. Say hi, Chewy. Say hi to Chewy, Little Max. Yeah, that's right. Max, that's little Chewy, buddy. Yeah, you know, you'd probably enjoy riding motorcycles, man. Adrian stepped out for a minute, so I'm not getting much on the comments. Computer's over there, so.
Wow.
Yeah, I threw her under the bus.
Stressed out the game.
Randall just donated $2 super chat, and he said, straight up, I'd buy Uncle Mitch's book.
Yeah. The thing about writing the books, I don't know how to do it. You know, I'm not much on writing, but if I could get somebody to write it, I guess I could read off into a tape player or something. I don't know.
The almighty Hell Stomper said baggers are the way to go.
Baggers, come on, don't get me started. All right, Hell Stomper. You know, I got a Dyna lowrider. You know, it's cool. Gets me around. It's a little 88-inch motor. I can look good on a bagger, though. Yeah.
Yeah.
There, Wack.
We can't see.
No, I'm looking at the comments.
Manny Dizzle wants to know from Wack, what's your predicament on the V? I think it means what's your opinion on the V war Wack? It's crazy.
What's V war Wack?
It's V war.
V war?
Yes.
What's that?
I don't know.
I don't know what V war is. You know what V war is, Wack?
Oh yeah, what's the predicament on the V war? You know, that's the youngsters, man. They're talking about some neighborhood shit between the homies and the Mexicans.
All right. Yeah.
Hey, you know, it's just, hey, it is what it is, man. Them youngsters will learn eventually. That,
I'm just trying to read the comments.
It's fine. I'll read them. Tell them don't trip. I'll read them.
Yeah. Yeah, she'll read the comments to us. But yeah, I don't really like giving credence too much to, you know, gang shit, you know. In here out there. You know what I mean?
213 says, Wack, is Linda Vista cool with the 40s?
Is Linda Vista cool with the 40s?
Oh yeah, them are the homies, man.
Yeah.
There's some good dudes from there.
What's the 40s?
Neighborhood 40s in Dago. Over there off of 47th the Market.
Oh yeah, all right, yeah. I got shot at over there when I was on my shovel head one time. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I was coming home from what's the matter?
Nothing, go ahead.
You got a comment, question?
Yeah, Jason wants to know, okay, let me just do a Q&A real quick, okay?
All right.
Wack says, Wack, do you think of talking to kids that are starting to get in trouble? That's from our mod, Jason Irwin.
I mean, you know what? It's been brought to me before, but I've never like followed up on it. But I think more, you know, as I get older and shit like that, and see what kind of life it really is. I mean, it's something that I wouldn't mind doing, and I think it would be a good thing.
All right, cool. What's another question?
Let's see. The almighty Hellstomper said, God save your back. You'd look great on a bagger. And then Slick Ruler said, I got a red bagger too. Slick Ruler said, let's raffle my soft tails. Turk is on. He said,
what's up, Turkey?
He said, dynas.
Dynas, baby. You know, they make bags for dynas. I wouldn't mind getting some dyna bags I could strap on and off when I wanted. They're pretty neat. I got to travel.
Alpha Omega says, Wack, were you ever smashed by a Southsider?
Would I ever what?
Answer that or not.
Did you ever get smashed by a Southsider?
No, I mean, I've been jumped, but I haven't just like been just one-on-one smashed on by too many people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't have nothing against nobody now, man.
Yeah. You know, I don't think the Southsiders really had a problem with Crips or white Crips or any of that kind of stuff.
No, that was really kind of like
it was just usually whites, you know.
Yeah.
And of course now, you know, white Crips and Bloods are walking the main line like it ain't shit, you know, because you know, guys got out of the hole with a brand new policy, so it's hands off.
Yeah, their daddies came home. And they gotta act
so,
right.
You know, it's yeah, you know, so it's like, you know, them guys got out and said, hey, hands off the white Crips and a bunch of other stuff that's taken place, you know, since I got out of prison, all that's taken place, you know. What's up?
Max wants you to know, Little Max wants you to know that he got new shoes.
Stay down, Little Max got some new shoes. You hear that?
What?
Right.
Double Down DC wants to know, Wack, if you smoke menthols.
You better believe it.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh man, you don't smoke cools, do you?
Never. Only when I used to smoke Sherm.
Dat wants to know, Wack, how long have you been trucking?
How long were you truck driving?
So I got out parole in 08, so I started right then.
All right. Cool. Speaking of jobs, I got a new job coming up, full time. Told Wack about it. And I found it through my Instagram. Somebody got on my Instagram from a bump from Jesse James. They do forensic crime scene cleanup and some other stuff down in Sacramento. And the guy wants to give me a full-time job, $25 an hour to start. So I'm going to do it.
There's a Southsider on here that said, we never had issues with white Crips or Bloods.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, I never seen that. I did see a problem with a Chicano blood in Lancaster. That was a pretty serious incident, but with the whites, it didn't matter to them.
That was the homie. That was the homie Taco from LA.
Chase Money wants to know, how did you both deal with isolation?
You want to answer that, Wack?
I'm a loner. I'm a loner naturally. So when I used to get locked down, it was kind of like a breath of fresh air, because I knew then that, you know what I mean? Like, all right, I'm cool. I can sit down for a couple months and I ain't got to worry about every day, you know what I mean, going out to the yard and having to, you know what I mean, get killed or have to kill somebody. So
yeah,
it was cool for me. And I did a lot of reading and studying literature and all that. And I try to, one thing that I did do was I tried to learn something new every week off the book cart. You know what I mean? I stayed away from the fiction books, and I tried to get it didn't matter what nonfiction book was on that cart, I was taking it, and I was trying to learn something from it.
That's right. And like when I did a shoot term, when I first went to prison, you could have hobby shit in your cell, like especially paper. And, you know, I spent my time in shoe just drawing, you know, and they took the hobby away from guys in the shoe. I remember they said no more hobby orders for guys in the shoe. And I sent word to the program. I told this cop, I said, hey, man, tell that program administrator, you know, they got guys in this yard I don't really like, man. And, you know, if they're going to take my shit, I'm going to find a new hobby and they're not going to like it. Kind of implying that I would take my infections out on these guys. You know, and about an hour later, this guy came up with a roll, like, you know, this paper, and he shoved it through my tray slot with a bunch of pen fillers and pencils. And I go, what's that? And he goes, that's his answer. You know, so my time in the shoe drawing, I like doing art. I got to study art and read, you know, stuff like that. And, you know, that was my thing always. And now when you're in the hole, you really can't have a lot, but I'd still draw, you know, small stuff, and I'd read, you know. I like reading stuff on motorcycles, all that kind of shit, you know. Yeah. Last time I was in the hole was for smuggling tobacco for 5 months. I had 4 horse magazines or bike magazines. That's all I had. And I read the same magazines every day.
Yep,
you know,
that's how it goes.
I have no book cart, man. So that's what I did.
Oh, fuck that. I would have boarded up, homie, to get that book cart to come through that motherfucker. Fuck that.
Any questions?
Yeah. Roger's signing off, so say goodnight, Roger.
Good night, Roger. Is that Roger from Texas?
Yeah. Bang Yo Set Fitness and Lifestyle says, Wack, are you talking Taco from the Wood? What happened?
I wasn't there on that yard. I was on D yard when it happened. It happened on B yard. But
I was on A yard when it happened.
It just came down to prison politics. I'm not gonna speak on what happened like that because I wasn't there. But it was just prison politics. And he got moved on, and it turned into a riot, and it ended up bad for the blacks, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wasn't it? It was all over the news, man. It was all over the news.
That was on world news.
Yeah.
There were helicopters circling the prison, life flight going out of there. It was pretty ugly.
Yep.
It was around Christmas time, 2000, I think.
2001.
Yeah, somewhere around there. Yeah.
Hey, and for everybody, look, it says Pelican Bay, man. That's another thing. People be big up in Pelican Bay. Yeah. But motherfuckers that did time, they know this, man. After that big riot in 2000 in Pelican Bay, there hasn't been no program like that. Everything's been modified. So Pelican Bay was kind of like, if you got sent to Pelican Bay, you were cool because you weren't gonna have to program with everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they shot all the assholes from Pelican Bay. They shot them to like High Desert, Salinas Valley.
Yeah, all the violence kind of shifted to other prisons like High Desert, Salinas Valley, Lancaster, Calipatria.
Sentinella,
yeah, Sentinella. So you got another question, babe?
I do. Our mod is having some really good questions. Jason asked, so we know Mitch's jobs in prison. What jobs did Wack enjoy in prison, if any?
Do you have any jobs in there that you like, Wack?
I see. I worked in the scullery. I worked in the kitchen. But I think the best job that I had was a porter in the building because I'd be able to fucking walk around that motherfucker all day, all night. Mm-hmm. Other than that, no, I didn't like working, man. I felt, you know, I was young and dumb, man. I was like, I'm not gonna work for these motherfuckers. Fuck you.
Yeah.
But then I learned, like, but then I learned, like, if you're A2B, you ain't got shit coming. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
you get that A1A, so you can spend that 180 in the canteen.
Yeah,
that's what it was about. You know what I mean?
Well, did you work behind the wall in Lancaster for a while in vocation or anything?
Yeah, I did office services.
Yeah.
And the lady, man, that was the chillest job I had. I mean, we'd go behind the wall. The lady would bring in DVDs from the streets, and we just sit there watching.
She the one that got busted?
Nah, she was an older black lady. She was hella cool.
All right. Yeah, one of them chicks.
But I know who you're talking about.
Got busted doing stuff.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. So, what's your experience like? Places you've been, as far as female staff getting busted doing shit? You know, did you see that often?
Yeah, I remember. Remember, I told you about the one in Lancaster that got took out by the FBI.
Yeah, I remember her.
I mean, I've heard. You know, you always hear stories about. You'll hear stories about it. I mean, I've seen it a couple times, but not. It wasn't out there like it was prevalent, or you know what I mean. But
yeah,
I mean, it happens. You know what I mean? You put a man and a woman together.
Every now and then you see a serious one. You know.
No, I mean, something's gonna happen. You know what I mean? So, but you know, it wasn't prevalent like everybody wants to make it sound. Because if it was prevalent like that, then you know what I mean, shit would be way more out of control than it was. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I know I was in Donovan one time. They had this cat going in the kitchen, and this she worked in the kitchen. You know, she was young. She was from the hood in LA and all that. And this guy was in there. You know, they were laying a blanket out, man, and doing their thing. Dudes are they're telling me, stay away from that kitchen, you know. And she just kept letting them in there, man, and they finally busted them. You know, guys sporting new watches, you know, and rings, and jewelry, and all this crap, man. It's like, you know.
Now we had a homie in Lancaster that was fucking with one of the females in the SAP program, you know, one of the drug counselors or whatever. Mm-hmm. He was coming in, man. He had the gray Chuck Taylors, and he had, man, all kind. He was getting it, you know what I mean? And eventually they got cracked, you know. But you know, it happens, but it's not prevalent like everybody says. It's not on Front Street like everybody says it is.
Right.
At least to my experience, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Any questions?
We do. Josh, that's one of the little Max who wants to play. They want their dog to play with Chewy.
Yeah.
Said, I got a good question. Or I got a question. I work with a guy who's done 30 years in a pen. He seemed like a really cool guy until I found out he killed his girlfriend's baby. I look at him totally different now. How would you handle that?
You hear that, Wack?
Did he kill a baby?
Yeah, this guy killed his girlfriend's baby.
Oh, he deserves to get his whole motherfucking head sawed off.
Hey, you know, there it is there. I can speak, you know, for white dudes and pretty much all races, man. If they find out you're a baby killer, man, it's gonna be some guys trying to kill you. And that's how I feel about it.
That's one thing I know on other channels I've heard them say basically like that blacks didn't look down upon rapists and all. I mean, you know what? That's a crock of shit. You know what I mean? Because I've been there when motherfuckers did their homies over because the motherfucker was jumping out of trees. So, you know, you know, there's things in the pen that just don't go. You don't fuck with kids, and you don't fucking, you know what I mean? And second times is a no-no. You know what I mean? So, but yeah.
We got another question.
This is a good one. Giordi Kev said, if both the lads could get back in time and tell themselves a message when in their youth, what would it be?
You want me to go first on that?
Yeah, repeat that question, Mitch, because it was echoing.
Said if you could go back in time and tell yourself something, what would you?
Younger self.
Your younger self, what would you tell yourself?
You know what? I wouldn't change my life's experience because it's made me into who I am now. But what I would change was the pain that I brought to my people, to my family.
Yeah.
You know, seeing my dad and them go through the shit I put them through. You know what I mean? And my daughter and just you know, the unnecessary pain of acting the ass, you know, and doing all that time, and I could have been home with my dad, you know what I mean? And so that's what I would change. But I wouldn't change my life's experiences because it's forged me into who I am now. You know what I mean? And I feel that I have a good look. My tolerance is high now because of everything that I've experienced. You know what I mean? I don't hate this group of people or that group of people. You know, I pretty much tolerate everybody.
We say we are a grand sum of everything we've experienced. That's what we are. I would just say, hey, things get better. Don't things aren't as extreme as they seem. When you're a kid, everything seems real extreme. Like it's never going to get better, but it does. Yeah. Another question, babe?
Just Trisha Murphy gave us $3 via super chat.
Wow, thanks, Trisha.
And she said, send respect and prayers to you and your wife.
All right.
Thank you so much, Trisha.
Hey, on the kid thing, I remember when I was in the county jail, they had these two black dudes were tank captains, man. They were big dudes, older cats, Ronnie and Alvin, and they were cool. They looked out for me. I was always out to court every day, man. I come back, there'd be a couple extra trays waiting on me and shit, But I remember this black dude come in the tank, and he was in there for fucking around with some kid, man, and he said he was in there for messing around with some white kid. He put it out there like it was no big deal, And so the older white dudes went to Ronnie and Alvin and said, hey, this dude's a black dude, but he messed around with a white kid, so either you guys can deal with him or we'll deal with him. And Ronnie caught that dude in the shower and beat the fucking shit out of him pretty bad. That dude crawled up out of that tank, bloody mess, you know what I mean? So all races look down on that shit,
Yep.
Yeah.
Josh, he said he's going to Google and see what he went in for because he doesn't know exactly. So
yeah.
Large Woolly Burger said, it's kind of funny, man. The most painful injury comes from a cut that you can't even see.
Yeah, that's true, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, the cuts that hurt the deepest, man, are the ones you can't see them.
Yep.
Travis wants to know from Wack, remember Freaky Fridays at Padre Gold in the V?
Freaky Fridays at Padre Gold in the V?
Oh yeah, that's a little bar in the hood.
What's the coolest thing that you've seen a CO do for an inmate? That's Joe Rocks.
What's what?
What's the coolest thing you've seen a CO do for an inmate? And that's Joe Rocks, from Joe Rocks.
For me, man, I'd just say like like cell searches when they're tearing up the building, they don't fuck with your stuff. Guys like that CO I had on here, prison guard Silva, he was pretty cool, man. He'd slide a guy a little extra food, let you come up on a little extra chow, wouldn't sweat your program if you weren't an asshole. Stuff like that's, it counts,
Yeah, the COs that were cool were the ones that used to do their 8 and skate, meaning they come do their 8 hours and they get on. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Those are the ones that stand out the most to me. The guys who it was a job, they do the little job and roll out. And they're the ones like the guy had on here, Silva, he said, hey, nobody ever spit on him. Nobody ever, disrespected him really. I mean, it's because they had respect for us,
Yep.
Yeah. So, hey, Wack, when you get that motorcycle, man, you gonna ride, blast around up there where you're at, or what?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to fucking come down there, and we're gonna have to fucking get us some GoPro cameras and fucking make a documentary on the fucking convicts fucking against the grain, and fucking Smiley are taking over the fucking interstate.
Burning up the blacktop. So you like to go fishing or what? You up there where there's a lot of fish, man? You go fishing?
Yeah, I mean, I fuck with it, man. We used to go, actually, the homie that's on there, Travis Martinez, that's the homie KO. We used to all go fishing and fucking, man, we'd get fucking drunk and go fishing, or fucking, we'd be on PlayStation. All of us have our microphones. We'd be on the fucking PlayStation playing Call of Duty. I didn't know how to play that shit. I suck like a motherfucker, but the little homies would be like, man, Wack, get the fuck off here. You suck, dog. And I'd be like, man, fuck y'all. Let's go outside and play with some real guns. Fuck it. Let's go. Yeah. But no, that was, man, fishing is cool because you can sit back and, just enjoy life, man. That's, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, we got to get a roll call here. We got to get a roll call, see who's still tuned in.
Jay Morrison said, you both get bikes. It could be a reality show.
Yeah, reality show.
That's right.
Maybe when I get off parole.
Don't doubt us.
We got to get a roll call going. I seen that guy Norman Reedus from that zombie show, and he rides places with us celebrities, and he did one with Dave Chappelle. I didn't know Dave Chappelle was a biker, but that little Triumph. Yeah, he's riding a Triumph, and then that's pretty cool. Dave Chappelle's a funny dude, man.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, he's funny in a
so I got Michigan, Massachusetts. Geordie Kiev is from New Zealand.
All right.
Let's see, Amador County. Yo, Jaybird 209. We got Mike T is from Florida, and come on, Skeeter's from Savannah, Georgia. Kay Whitewood is from Kentucky. We got Tracy, California from Crazy Cracker.
All right, Crazy Cracker's
Fernando
on.
Macias Jr. is checking in from San Diego. Kip 239 from Boston. Joe Rocks is from Humboldt. Armad Jason's from Memphis 10 in the house. Riverside, Arizona. Guanajuato, Mexico. Bash up, that's our senator there.
All right.
Salinas, California. Hi, Jennifer. San Antonio, Texas. New Zealand, Mike here. Roswell, New Mexico. Minnesota, Michigan. Southern California, Dago. Mississippi, San Bernardino. Pennsylvania, Alabama. Richmond, Alaska. Tennessee, Washington. East LA, Boyle Heights. Chase Money. Las Vegas. Big Hayden, Kansas City, Missouri. Shasta, our friend Slick Ruler, Atlanta, Georgia, Florida, Illinois, Tennessee. We have 143 people on right now, guys. So Ventura County, New Mexico, Washington, Houston, Texas, Richmond, Louisville, Olay, Barney Trouble, Big Hayden, KC, Missouri. I love KC. I have relatives in Camdenton, Matt W, North Carolina, Wilmington, St. Minnesota. Jennifer said hi, Adrian. Hi, Jennifer. Brian's got from Arizona, Kentucky, Fresno, Washington, California, North Carolina, Virginia, Auckland, Tennessee, Fresno, and Wilmington, North Carolina. Hey. And Texas in the house, Fresno, San Diego. Hey, we're good.
When I was in the pen, I used to see guys on the yard from out of state, from other states.
Yeah.
Like, hey man, so what part of?
Oh, hold on, sorry. Oh, Brian Smiley.
Oh,
which
Brian
is
Smiley's on.
How are you?
Palo Alto.
Do you have us on the big TV, Brian?
What's up, Brian? That's my cousin, folks.
We missed you in Maryland.
Yeah. I used to ask some dudes, like, say they're from Texas. Like, what town are you from in Texas? And I would picture in my mind stories about, the towns that they would tell me they're from, things they used to do.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, yeah, I want to go there someday. That was kind of like my little imaginary bucket list thing,
Man.
I would learn about different states in the country and different towns and shit by the people you meet in the prisons that are from out of state, Yeah.
He said a $5 donation from Giordi Kev. He said, did the Watts, thank you, Giordi, for the donation. Thanks so
very
much.
Really.
He said, did the Watts riots when they popped off have an instant impact on race relations inside at the time? And Wack, did you feel any extra pressure?
The Watts riots that
was what,
the 60s.
That was the 60s, right?
64, I think. So I don't know, you know. If he means like the Rodney King riots, that was those are the only riots I remember while I was in prison.
I was like 14.
Yeah, we didn't really have any impact in prison off those.
I remember when they killed when they killed Tookie, which was one of the originator of the Crips in 05.
Right.
They they slammed all the Crips down before they killed him, before they executed him. And they were the IGI they pulled out a couple of Crips.
Yeah, that riot in the 90s was the Rodney King riots, and there was no impact in prison. I remember when they executed Tookie also, and they locked Donovan down. I was in Donovan, they shut us down.
Yeah, I was on the
everybody.
I was in the 2 yard on the hole.
Argot?
Yeah.
57?
Mm-hmm.
$20 from Argot 57. Thank you so much, man. Really.
Thank you so much. Super cool.
Yeah,
super chat, super cool.
Yeah, super chat. Yeah, when they killed Tookie, they locked the whole prison down, not just the blacks.
Brian said I miss you guys too.
Yeah, I love my cousin. We got to go fishing again. Last time I went fishing with my cousin, he caught like 3 trout, and I only caught 1. But I got to eat all 4. I got to eat all 4 of them.
Bernie Trouble said LA County was cracking during the LA riots, saying no joke there.
Yeah, I imagine the county jail was probably popping pretty tough.
Yeah, I bet.
I heard stories though, because I remember the Rodney King riot. My cellie was on the phone talking to his homeboys. We didn't have cell phones then. They were in Long Beach saying, hey, you know, they were out in the street with their guns and keeping guys out of their neighborhoods. You know, it was an ugly situation in LA.
Oh
yeah. Yeah. You know, you're burning down your neighborhoods, man. A lot of the neighborhoods never recovered either.
Yeah.
That was ugly shit. You know, they made songs about it. So, you know, what's going on?
Jordy said, crazy that one of the biggest riots in Western world had no impact on the inside. It really surprises me.
Well, I was in Tracy at the time of them riots, and everybody's watching it on TV, but nobody really cared. I mean, we're already in prison. We're living around people we knew.
You got to realize that you know when you're in a joint, what goes on in the real world is kind of like the real world is a second world to us. We're dealing with what's going on around us. So
right. Our world is. Yeah, that's a whole nother planet. It's like being on another planet, you know?
Yeah, straight up. You know what I mean?
Say, you know, where it's like living on Mars, you know, being in prison, it's like Earth is another place. And I know all the blacks and Mexican Chicanos around me, whites, we all know each other, and nothing changes just because of what's going on the street, you know?
Yeah, that's that civilian shit, you know what I mean? We're in here doing time. We ain't got time to worry about what they're doing out there.
Yeah, we're already there, so I mean, it didn't really matter. You know, I thought it was kind of fucked up what they'd done to that guy. They beat him half to death.
Oh, I was with the dude that got convicted. His name was Football from A-Trey. Hit him in the head with a brick. Shit, dragged him out his truck.
Oh yeah, that guy was in Donovan.
Yeah, he came back. He came back and got life. He caught a hot one after he got out from that shit.
Yeah, I thought that part was fucked up because that dude was just driving his truck, you know?
Yeah, he was just coming home from work.
Yeah. That was a nasty riot. You know?
You know, it's just, you know, it's touchy subjects, you know what I mean? You got some people that feel this way, you got some people that feel that way. You know what I mean? And what I try to do is I eliminate the bullshit and just look at shit for what it is, you know what I mean? And I'm not, you know, it's just unfortunate that, you know, we're all in this shit together, man.
Yeah.
You know, not part of the 1%, man. You know what I mean? So.
Well, you know, like white dudes that live in LA that ride motorcycles, they know LAPD's dirty. Just like black dudes that live in the ghetto and Chicanos live in the ghetto, they know LAPD's dirty.
Hell yeah.
Live out in San Fernando Valley, ride motorcycles, they know how dirty LAPD is, right? So I'm sure they weren't happy seeing them beat the shit out of some guy, no matter what race he was.
Yeah.
Living up high and mighty areas, they're like, they probably love LAPD.
Oh yeah, you already know.
Brandon Planchette said, I'm a white blood from Kentucky. Where would I stand at?
Well, all I would tell you is to tie your boots up and lace them up real tight. And I don't know, man. Say your prayers, say a couple of Hail Marys.
Yeah. I mean, you know, all I can do is tell you how prison was when I was in there. I don't know how it is now, but you would have stood, you know, in a real rough spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And ain't nobody gonna help you until you help yourself. So
that's right.
You know.
Jason Irwin, thanks, brother, for moderating.
Does a great job.
Keeping the fucking trolls off our channel. We got a couple guys that moderate for us. Youngster Jason builds choppers down in Tennessee.
That's right.
Bars, springers, any of that kind of stuff he makes, let us know.
Randall just donated $5 and he said, Mitch and Wack. Thank you for the super chat, Randall.
Thank you very much.
He said, Mitch and Wack, give your thoughts on those bad LA cops from the 90s era called the Vikings. I watched Netflix documentary called The Innocence Files. Great documentary.
The Vikings, I never heard of them. I don't know what you mean, but I know.
Does Wack know who they are?
You know about the Viking cops in LAPD, Vikings or something?
No.
Is that like that one, what's that cop? He moved to Colorado after that O.J. Simpson trial. What was his name?
Oh, Mark Furman.
What'd you say?
Mark Furman. Yeah, is that them guys there? All I know is they had crews of LAPD that are dirty. And, you know, they're dirty. Just like that Mexican one. Remember that Mexican one? He ratted on all his buddies. The Rampart guy.
Yeah.
He ratted on all his friends. Yeah. He was, you know, he comes from the neighborhood, and then he turns dirt, you know.
I was with a dude in Lancaster, a Mecca essay from LA. He got locked up by them dudes. They put a gun on him, and he won his case. And I remember when they came and got him from his cell to release him. He won his shit.
He got out because of that?
Yeah, because of the Rampart scandal. Yep, sure did.
Glad he got out.
Yep, hell yeah.
You know, what really gets me about that is that dude, he was a Mexican cop, right? And he's fucking over his own people instead of doing, you know, if he would have been just a straight cop, he would have done his community a lot better service, you know?
Yep. Fucking his own people over.
Yeah, cops that are dirty like that, man, they can suck mud.
You hear some interesting?
Yeah.
The Almighty Hellstomper 88 said bikies is what Australians call bikers.
Oh yeah, bikies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I like
Yeah. In Australia, they don't call them bikers, they call them bikies. I had a few Australian biker magazines when I was in prison. They're pretty cool. Got a lot of cool bike clubs over there. Bike culture is real deep in Australia.
Final Finish Metal Polishing said, if you're going to like this video, like it hard.
That's right. Whatever you do, do it hard. And if you like our videos, like it hard.
Chase Money said, did you run into the 3,000 boys in the LAPD gang county jail? I'm sorry. Yeah. In the
I've
LA
never
County
been
jail.
in LA County jail. I'm from San Diego.
Me either.
From San Diego also. So we never went through the LA County jail. I did run into LA County PD when I was living down there, and they pulled me over on my bike and gave me a bunch of shit. Gave me a fix-it ticket.
Randall just super chatted us another $5, and he said,
thank you, Randall.
There were a gang of cops in gang units called Viking. They all had tattoos of Vikings. You'll have to look the articles up about that.
I'll check it out, and next time we do this, I'll comment on that. But yeah, that's how the cops are. They're just gangs. You know, they get gangs that within the police, services down there, LAPD, the police department. You know, they do people dirty, man, and they watch each other's backs just like a gang. Except the thing is, they're doing it under the color of authority, which makes it worse than any other gang there is.
So you guys, we have the most people on right now that we've had on since we started this. So we have 153 people on right now.
All right. Hear that, Wack?
That's right.
We got 153 people on right now.
Bash Chief Outland said, with all honesty, you give a Mexican any power. I'm sorry. With all honesty, you give a Mexican any power, and he turns against his people real fast.
I don't know. You know, I think it's any race. You know, if you the thing with the police department, right, Wack, is they develop a us against them mentality, right?
I think that's bred into them straight from the academy.
Yeah,
it's a us versus them mentality. So instead of community policing like they're supposed to do, they make it to where their contacts are aggressive in nature. So you're automatically put on the defense when you deal with a cop. You know what I mean? I've been on parole for 12 years now, and I still, when I deal with a cop, I still don't like talking to him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, and but that doesn't mean all cops are bad. I've met a couple cool ones. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That did their job and went on about their business. But as a whole, they do have that us versus them mentality, and they try to treat people like they're beneath them. You know what I mean? And some of us just ain't going for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then if you stand up, you know, they get all butthurt. You know, like when I was in LA, man, I had an appointment to go see the highway patrol to get my bike checked out. I had a salvage title bike, which means it doesn't have a license plate, and I had a temporary registration and all this shit till I got my license plate. And my appointment was for the next day. An LAPD a motorcycle cop pulled me over, and you know, he gave me a ration of shit. He was just like, I could do this, I could do that, and just, you know. Then he looked at my license plate and saw that I lived in South Central. He's like, man, why do you live here? And, you know, and I'm like, dude, I'm on parole for murder. So what, you know, I just realized I wasn't going to win. And I just kind of shut my mouth, and I ended up with a $25 fix-it ticket. But the very next day, I went down to see the CHP, and I had a Chicano, you know, guy. He come out and inspected my bike. He couldn't have been nicer. So, I mean, it's just,
Sex Alive said, I will notice one thing. In county, the Mexican cops treated me worse than the white cops or black cops, and I'm Mexican.
Yeah, well, you know, they treat their own worse, right? And then the white cops treat the white guys bad because they say, well, you know, you're supposed to know better. You're white.
No, you know what it is, bro. I figured it out.
Said we call them coconuts. Brown on the inside, white on the outside.
What's that, Wack?
I figured it out. It's the self-hatred within inside themselves. So that's why they treat their own, you know what I mean, worse than they do other races. You know?
Yeah, that's what the guy said. He called them coconuts. Brown on the outside and white on the inside.
Yeah, fuck them motherfuckers.
Yeah, LA County cops, county jail, I heard it was bad, man. I know guys that were there in the 70s, and they said if they would give them like just a few minutes to eat, man. If you weren't done eating, man, they'd slam your face in your tray and all kinds of shit. You know, it was ugly scene. Any questions?
There's some. So Jack Weasel said, so how would Cali, if you guys can answer this or not, so how would Cali inmates treat validated members from other states in the CPC?
I don't know. You got any answers for that?
You said what?
How did California inmates treat validated members from other states?
Oh, I don't know what validated gang members are. I don't.
Yeah. You know, like I can tell you this, man. In early '80s, some guy come out here from Arizona saying he was, you know, prison gang member from Arizona that had the same name as these guys out here, and they worked him into $5,000 drug deal that never took place. They got his money and then stabbed him. So, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said.
Yeah, there's, you know,
so,
everybody wants to ask about.
All In wants to know from Wack, have you ever been to that haunted house in Linda Vista? I heard they tore it down. What is all these questions about haunted houses and whatever?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
You know, yeah, you don't know. But yeah, you know, guys from others.
I was saying about everybody wants to ask about like the validated prison gangs and all that. And people got to understand that those of us that were in the joint and weren't part of them organizations or whatever you want to call them, we don't speak on it, not because anybody's scared to speak on it. It's just I don't know nothing about it. You know what I mean? I didn't want to know nothing about it, and you know what I mean. It's not my place to speak on or to speculate anything about them people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not, like I said before, I don't talk about, you know, prison gangs because I wasn't in one, and I don't talk about bike clubs because I'm not in one. Even I got friends. I can't speak for my friends, and I can't speak for my enemies. And you know, I mean, I can only speak for myself. And you know, I didn't hang out with guys in prison, man, that were hooked up in gangs in prison, because I figured if you join a prison gang, just look at the words there: prison gang. You're involved with a gang that's in prison. So I just didn't want to dedicate my whole life to prison, even though I spent most of my life in prison. So
So I got Bass Chief Patland. I hope I'm saying that right. It said, "Wack, props to you. Much respect. To most, that does not mean much, but to the real, respect is real."
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Yeah. I appreciate people that recognize that too, because you know, most of the comments we got about our interview, Wack, were pretty positive. I think you've seen that, you know, and that just goes to the you know, the maturity and level-headed viewers that we got, man. And we got guys watching this show from all over the country and the world. We got guys from California too that have been in the joint from all races, and even white dudes are like, "Hey, give that dude his props," and I appreciate that, because like I said, you know, you didn't cow down a PC up like some of these dudes that check in without, people don't even put a finger on them and they check in, you know, so you know what I mean?
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. And you know, likewise, man, you know, it's just, you know, you go through shit, man, and you live and you learn, you know what I mean? And your darkest day is gonna pass, and tomorrow will be a brighter day, man.
Yeah, we got some questions here.
Native Americans run together. They have sweat lodges, and there's a Native American brotherhood, small but strong. So Lady P is part Native American, so she just kind of wants to know like some more information, just kind of how they do in prison. And she's actually a Native American and Irish. Is there a lot of Native Americans out there, inside and out?
California, man. What do you think about Native American scene in prison, Wack?
I mean, I wouldn't say that they were deep, but I mean, there was a handful on every yard that I've been on, and they had their own, like, they would hang out with each other, and they'd go to like their little sweat lodge, and they'd have their little, you know, and I'm not being derogatory when I say this, but they'd have their little powwows, and you know what I mean, and do their little religious activity or whatever you wanted to call it. And they were cool dudes. I had a neighbor named his name was Bull, and he was full-blown Indian, dark hair, dark skin, looked like an Indian straight off a movie. And and he was hella cool, man. He was from not Palm Springs, but 29 Palms, I think he was from. And cool dude, man. You know what I mean? I you know, we'd sit there and chop it up, man. And they really don't get involved in the politics, man. You know what I mean? They don't. They stick to their own. I mean, they're others technically, but they kind of like do their own thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I met a lot of Indians that said they didn't want to be classified as others. They wanted to be classified as Native American. They didn't want to live with other races. You know, like they would try to put others in with blacks or Mexicans or what, you know, like anybody, and they weren't having it. You know, but most of the Native Americans I met in prison were pretty stand-up dudes too. You know. And if they had a problem, you know, they'd deal with it, man, quick, you know. If they had a bad scene, they were on it. Most of the Native Americans I met in prison, I like, you know.
Me too.
Straight
up, you know, they're about their business, you know what I mean? And they minded their own, but you know what I mean? You cross one of them, then you can expect to get a motherfucking tomahawk upside your motherfucking head. You know what I mean?
You know, San Quentin, they got their sweat lodge right on the lower yard, right? So, I mean, right by the baseball field and shit, there's a sweat lodge, you know?
Cool.
I think that's one of the first ones in the state of California. But,
hey, Mitch, you ever seen that that documentary on the baseball team in San Quentin where they bring in the outside baseball team?
Yeah, I've seen it. I remember watching them games and all that kind of stuff. You know.
Oh, so that's been going on for years, huh?
Yeah, it's been going on for years. Yeah. Hey, look, man, that was going on. They had outside teams playing football back in the day. They had outside teams playing baseball. They had a boxing program where outside boxers would come in and box guys in prison.
Good.
Oh, yeah, San Quentin's always had that going on. They had the San Quentin Pirates. They used to call the football. And then the baseball, you know, they call the Giants. And now they have two teams because the Giants and the A's donate all the uniforms and shit, you know. Yeah, it's going on for years. I talked about that before.
Jennifer Taylor, thank you for the $2 super chat.
Oh, wow, thank you,
Thank
Jennifer.
you.
Excellent. Oh, I got a question, Wack, and all the viewers out there. How would you feel about a group video between OG Badger, Big Herc, Lockdown 23, and I? They want to put something together. I'm just kind of curious what my viewers think about that. Whether you're watching live now or if you see this later on, let us know. These guys want to do like a community thing and then post it a little bit on each channel or something. I don't know. Let me know how you feel about that because guys decide. What do you think about that, Wack?
You know, I mean, hey, do your thing, brother.
Yeah.
You know.
Anyways, I want to let my viewers chime in on that. You know,
we got hell yes, do it. Do that shit, do it. I'm not sure. MC says, I'm not sure. I don't reckon. Crazy Cracker said, hell yeah. This is Bert said, do it. Mike Calderon said, yes. Zachary said, yes. Bash Chief said, he'll watch it.
All right.
We know, so, you know, it's not everybody's cup of tea. So that's why Mitch wanted to ask.
Yeah, that's what I want to ask you guys.
That consensus for the most of it is yes.
I want to give a shout out to Bert, too. He's always giving us a hot fire on our videos, Wack.
Yeah.
Well, you know, we've been on here for a minute. We're going to start wrapping it up. This is just kind of a new thing we thought we'd try. And I want to tell you, Wack, everyone says you should start your own channel and they'll support you. So,
we'll help you set it up.
You know, we'll help you out however we can if you decide to do it.
Yeah, I'll think about it, man. But, you know, hey, if not, we can come on here every week and clown around on your channel, man. Get your viewers something to laugh about. You know what I mean?
Who did?
Jay Morrison.
Oh, wow, Jay. Thank you.
Jay Morrison, thanks for the super chat.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Hey, Wack.
He says, do it. Do the group video. That's what he said.
Do the group video. Hey, you should get a thing going. And you know what? If you got any homeboys want to come on my channel, let them know. It's funny because people watch Wack's interview with me and they're like, man, I knew that guy in Donovan. He was a plumber and all that.
Well, straight up.
Yeah, it's cool.
Big Mitch is world. Big Mitch is the real deal, man. I wouldn't fuck with him if he wasn't. Trust me.
Yeah,
my homeboy on here, KO, he'll tell you, man, I don't fuck with too many motherfuckers, man. You know what I mean? And that's real. But I fuck with Mitch.
Well, you know, I got a couple friends here and there, and I got my cousin, you know, my son-in-law, and that's about it. So I look forward to the time when you can travel on down there. I can get you down that river and go fishing.
Oh, yeah.
You know? I got to warn you, man, the water in these rivers down here comes straight up off the snow melt, so it's kind of chilly. But yeah. Once you get in there, though, it's good, you know?
Hell yeah. But yeah, man, I appreciate you, bro. You already know what time it is, man.
And they want more chats with you, too.
They want more chats with us, Wack.
Well, let's do it. I'm down.
Yeah, we can do this maybe every couple weeks or something. Saturdays give us something to do, you know?
Yeah, we can do it. It's nothing.
Especially while we're on quarantine. Maybe we'll get some subject matter people would like us to talk about, you know?
Yeah, you should do like a little survey if you can do it, or like give them like 3 or 4 topics they can vote on what they want to hear about, and then we'll just do it like that.
You got a can there, Wack? You got a can sitting in front of something?
Yeah. Oh, my bad.
Yeah, we see your
My Dr. Pepper, bro. It ain't beer, I promise.
Oh, Dr. Pepper. I'm down with that. Prune soda.
Is that what it is?
That's what my friend used to tell me all the time. Oh, you like that prune soda? I always thought Dr. Pepper was made out of prunes, but it turns out it's not. But yeah, I'm a big fan of the doctor.
People said Saturday night, Uncle Mitch and Wack.
You know,
that's right.
I could make a video on how to make pruno, you know, but I'm on parole, so I can't do that. We got to do a spread video too.
Oh yeah, but no, we're gonna do it when I come down there, bro. We're gonna do it live. We're gonna actually.
All right, cool. Well, then you got to get on down here soon.
All right. Well, as soon as they fucking say that the gates are open, I'm out of here, dog. Hey, yeah. But you know what? Hey, you know what's crazy is all the people that ain't never been to jail. They're going crazy off this shit. This is just normal shit to us.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they're freaking out. Oh, we got a question.
Old school bad boy wants to know if Wack knows Reggie Bell from New Mexico.
You know Reggie Bell from New Mexico?
No, that don't ring a bell to me.
All right.
Randall just super chatted us $5. Thanks, Randall. And he said, yes, group the most respected prison channels on YouTube together would be straight gangster and get millions of viewers.
Thanks, Randall, very much, man.
Well, would you guys like to add? Would you guys like to add?
Yeah, they want Saturday Night Stories with Uncle Mitch and Wack.
Huh?
Saturday Night Stories with Uncle Mitch and
Saturday Night Stories with Uncle Mitch and Wack.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, let's do it, man.
Yeah, you know, we can chat it up, man. You know, like, you know what, man? Like, there ain't that many real people out here. So once I got to communicate with Wack, I kind of like him, and I enjoy talking. We talk a little bit each day, and sometimes we wrap our night up with it. I kind of like that, you know, because I'm up here by myself with the wife, and you know. Got no
but he also,
here, so.
hey y'all, he also likes throwing in my face that he fucking cooks these big ass fucking $30 steaks tonight for dinner.
Oh wow, we got we got a butcher shop up here. This guy cuts the meat right behind the counter. It ain't no grocery store shit. It's a butcher shop, man. And we came off Lent. You know, we didn't eat no meat for over 40 days, like 45 days. And on Easter, we went down there and we got a $34, was that a ribeye steak? Man, and Chewy chewed on that bone for like 3 hours straight. Yeah, it was great, man. Yeah, it's nice to have a good butcher shop by here.
You deserve that, and so does Adrian, man. Hey, everybody give a shout out to Adrian because she makes all this shit happen, man.
Yeah, she does. Yeah.
We're gonna get her on, man. We're gonna get her on camera one of these days.
Yeah, I couldn't do this without her. I'll tell you that.
Hey, because I got to see her. I've seen her a couple of times. She needs to get on the camera pretty soon.
Yeah, people say you need to get on the camera.
What? I'm going to do it.
She's gonna do an interview.
Yeah, Louis. When are we doing that?
Yeah, Louis Max is supposed to interview her for his podcast.
Oh, okay.
And I got someone else asked if they could interview her, but I'm like, I don't want to interview her because she's my wife. But if someone else interviews her, well, Wack, maybe you could interview her.
Here you go, bro, with the bullshit.
You know? Yeah, I wouldn't take offense,
Nah, but hey, I'm
be
just
all
saying,
in the interest of.
Nah, see, this is called peer pressure. Me trying to make me make that channel,
bro.
I
should be quiet. Are you the one that said I should be quiet?
No, never. Well, I would never say that, Adrian.
No, that was someone else. Asked her to be quiet sometime. If you would interview her, I know it'd be just all in the interest of getting info out there, but I mean, like, I can't do it because she's my wife,
Yeah, she might put you on restriction.
Yeah, she might hit me with that bat she got back there. She got a little league bat back there. She smacks me with. She's in a bad mood,
You mean them all? Hey, the OG Padre bats.
They're saying thanks for the contact, Mr. and Mrs. Mitch. Thanks for something new. Auntie can be Wack's first interview. So I'll do it. Yeah, that might be.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Well, we got to do an interview with Louis Max for his podcast, but see, that's not a video. That's just a podcast. And then we can have Wack interview
go,
Auntie Adrian. Yeah, that could be
right,
your first
interview.
interview.
There you go, stirring the shit, man.
Hey, that could be your first interview on your YouTube channel.
Yeah, I bet. I'll think about it, man.
Jordy just asked if we knew James English or Sean Atwood. I can't hear them, so I have no idea what they're saying. So
no, we don't know Sean Atwood or anything.
No,
guys.
Yeah, we don't know.
We don't know.
Stay down, Mitch. Mike Martinez says, stay down, Mitch. Stay down with Mitch through that life sentence. That alone is awesome, and you're 1 in a million misses. Thank you so much.
Cool.
You guys
Thank
are
you.
awesome. They just call me Louisville Slugger.
She's a Louisville Slugger. Yeah.
All right. So we've gone for 85 minutes, so we should probably
We've been on for about an hour and a half, so we're gonna have to start wrapping it up. Any burning desires? Any shout outs? Want to give a shout out, Wack, to anybody?
Hi, LJ.
Hi, LJ.
Yeah. Man, much love to all my people, man. Much love to everybody out there. Everybody be safe. Mitch, you know what time it is, man. You know what I mean? Much love and respect, homie. And holler at me,
Bonfire Barbecue.
Yes, sir. Holler at me, bro.
Jack Weasel Black has a name for your channel. And he said your channel should be called That's Wack.
Yeah, that's Wack. Yeah.
Hey, well, yeah, we'll think about it.
All right.
Oh,
well, you know,
they want us to stay on.
People want us to stay on, but we got to take care of some business. But hey, Wack, you know, if you don't want to interview her for your channel, you can interview her for my channel. You know.
Well, we'll talk some more. We'll talk some more. Hey, we're gonna get some. We're gonna do something for the fans, man. We'll do it. We'll do something for the fans.
Your website. Don't forget to plug your website.
Oh yeah. By the way, just so you know, folks, we have hardintentions.com and we got a prepaid sale going on. I'm caught up here on my easel. And where's that picture at? Anyways, we have the Living Dead Girl t-shirt. It's going to be on t-shirts, hoodies, work shirts, and racerbacks. We got about another week. You can prepay your orders. So then I'm going to take them over to the printer and get them printed. So we also have artwork and some other cool stuff, other shirts, and we're working on more cool stuff for you. So
thanks, JoJo from Arizona. Thanks for the shout out. Shout out to you for sticking with us.
Hey, Wack, you want to shout out any of your homies down in Dago?
It's all love to everybody, man. Everybody stay safe.
That's right. Yeah. Hey, Turkey Loco, what's up, homeboy? Nick. Yeah, we got some homeboys down in Oceanside that look in, you know, and they supported us. Bought some shirts and stickers, and yeah. And they, you know, homeboy's got a boat, man. He can't go out in his boat. I want to go down there and go fishing.
Oh yeah. Go out there and fucking sea bass or something.
Yeah, I want to catch a big yellowfin tuna and barbecue it, you know. Hopefully I can get off parole in about 5 months and I can travel down there, you know.
Hell yeah.
I got to take a long distance ride on my motorcycle. Oh, yeah, by the way, I got that job coming up, so maybe I could buy the wife a motorcycle. We could ride together down there.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
That'll make her happy. Another good show. Thanks so much.
Thank you guys for tuning in. People like it tonight. That's good.
Josh said I'm gonna get one of them hoodies when I get to stop buying diapers.
Oh wow.
Thank you guys so much. First. Thank you very much.
Thanks everybody for tuning in. And that's about it.
That's about it.
All right, Wack. I love you guys. I love you, Wack. Thanks for coming on tonight. Yeah, be good. Stay safe up there in your new pad.
All right, brother.
That's right. Take care.
Yeah.
Take care of the wife and kids.
Yeah. All right.
Have a good night. Thank you, people. Thank you very much. Be safe. All right.
Okay.
You still there, Wack?
Hold on. Let me.
Yeah, it says live on YouTube.